Hi, today I want to talk to you about backup power for your RV. Let's say you cannot afford a super large generator. What can you run on a small 2000 or below watt generator? Well, you can run your lights, you can run your TVs, you can run your water, you can run your fridge. You cannot run something like this. Alright, now this microwave is a Magic Chef. It came with this RV. Now this says 1540 watts, 120 volts, and 12.8 amps. Now when a microwave kicks, it pulls a pretty much double the surge. Now I have a 1800 watt, was 2200 watt peak, but 1800 watt continuous Pulsar inverter generator. So you're figuring double this, at least double this. So you're looking at 3080 watts to kick this microwave. Would I attempt to kick this microwave on my generator? No. Now my generator will run my 1000 watt microwave. It will run my 700 watt microwave without an issue, but it will not run something this big. Alright, I have some lights on here. Now I'm going to turn some of this stuff off. I don't need all this stuff on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave one light on, which I really could leave more than one. I just want one light on, and I really don't even need that on. Alright, the one question you're going to have, what can I actually run? I have the fridge going right now. Will the heater work since it's propane? I'm not sure. I don't have it hooked up. It's already hot. I'm not hooking up my heater and burning my butt off in here. That's not going to happen. Things like this. Will this work? Without an issue. So, what can I power in here? Okay. Now, I do have one light on. Actually, two lights. I want to shut this light off. I don't need all these lights on. My fridge. Microwave has power going to it. I may pull that out and unplug it or disconnect it, because I already know my generator will not kick this microwave. The generator that's built in on this rig is a 7,000 watt, 58.6 amps, something like that, almost 60 amps. But what if you don't have gas for that generator? What can you do with a smaller generator like mine? I have a Pulsar inverter generator. It only has 15 amps going through the plugs. That's it. What can I run on 15 amps? Fridge is still going. Now, I've shown this before. Do not buy one of these. These things suck. That's why it's out here. And it's so hot. I really don't want to do this. Put that on bait. Now you can see my generator. I think you can hear it bog down. It is working though. Now I'm going to tell you one of the main issues you may run into if you overload your generator. If you have an inverter generator, this can happen to you. It looks like they're starting to warm up. Yeah, I don't want to leave those on and just waste gas. So this was working. Did it pull a lot of power? Absolutely. Now, let's see if I can get around the back here. There's a tag somewhere on this. I think it's down there, and I can't see it from here. But I know that pulls a lot of power, okay? Now, if the fridge was off, would that work better? Absolutely, because the fridge itself right now is pulling power, and I have it set for coldest. So I know my fridge is working. It's working without an issue. Air conditioners. I have this on front. Here's where you're going to run into issues. You are not going to run an air conditioner on something less than 2,000 watts and 15 amps. You're not. The generators that come in RVs are like 4,500 watts to 10,000 watts for a reason. If you're trying to run your air conditioner, you're asking for trouble on a small generator. But can you just run the fans to circulate air and pull air in? Now remember, even the fans are going to kick a great deal of power when pulling air in. Let's go over here. Now I'm going to put this on low and not high. I just want the fan on low. That's pulling some cool air in. It seems a lot colder than the air that's in here. Now remember, I also have a light going on and the fridge at the same time. You know, light here, light there. Make sure I got all my lights off. And it's bringing in some cool air. It's not cold. It's not air conditioner cold. It's cool. The fridge is still going. Now that's on high fan. Now what happens if I kick this on air? It's going to trip my generator and shut it down. Okay? Can you run an air conditioner off something this small? Absolutely not. My water's going. I have a light on. I can turn on another light. My fridge is going. And I have the fan going on the air conditioner, and it's on high. Let's turn that off. I don't need that on. Turn this off. So, things my generator and possibly your generator will run if you buy a smaller generator. Remember, I have an inverter generator, and I really do need to clean the points on my generator and the carb, but it seems to be working okay. I can run my water. Let me make sure this is off. I want to shut that off. I can run my water. I can run my shower. I can run my toilet. I can run my fridge. If I don't have anything else on or a lot on, I can absolutely run this toaster oven, but it boils a great deal of power. Massive amounts of power. I recommend if you need something like that, you get a smaller toaster oven. Or don't get a toaster oven at all. Just cook in your oven. I mean, seriously, just cook here. This microwave, I believe I've already gone over it. If not, I can't remember, but I think I did. But I'm going to go over this again. These RV microwaves, a lot of them draw way too much power. Now this says 1,540 watts, 12.8 amps at 120 volts. Double that at least. And I'm serious, double that. The small inverter generator will run my 1,000-watt microwave. Barely. When it kicks over 2,000 watts, and it's right there at the teetering on the edge of what my generator produces. So if I just ran it by itself, sure. Now my 700-watt microwave, sure, I could run that plus the fridge and a light, maybe my water pump, stuff like that. Understand, when you purchase a generator for backup power, you're not looking for comfort. You are looking for necessity. If you cannot afford a large generator. Generators also have a very big downfall, which is you need fuel. A smaller generator like mine takes a lot less fuel than 5,000, a 10,000 watt generator. When you have a generator that you have to dump in 6 gallons for 5 hours, or even 8 hours on 6 gallons of gas, if not more, you need to look at that. Yeah, you can run your air conditioner a lot of times with a larger generator, but the amount of fuel you're going to burn through is really going to hurt you, especially in a bad situation where if you can't get fuel, what are you going to do if your generator runs out? That means your fridge is going to shut down. You know, if you're relying on that generator, even if you have batteries that'll run things like your water pump, you know, unless you have a way to charge those batteries up, your batteries are going to go down. And normally that's what happens when people pull out their generator or they want to run something heavy, such as an air conditioner. Air conditioners pull a massive amount of power. Huge. Now, sometimes you're going to run into an issue where something's not working. Let's say you turned your air conditioner on by mistake, then everything just shut off, went out, but your generator's still running. In a case like that, it's not necessarily in your fuse box or in your breaker box. There's a good chance you overloaded your generator. It will have a overprotection circuit in there that will absolutely kill the power going out of the generator. Turn that off. Let's go take a look at the generator. Now you know what it can run. Can I run the TVs? Yeah. Can I run lights? Absolutely. Can I run the microwave in here? Absolutely not. Can I run the air conditioners? No way in hell. Can I run a fan through the air conditioner? Sure. It does still draw a lot of power. A whole lot just running the fans for these air conditioners. Can I run the vents with the ceiling fans up here? Sure. Can I run the fridge? Absolutely. No problem. Now, if you have a small electric cooktop, could you run that? It's possible. It depends on how much power it's going to pull. Depends on, you know, what you can use. So, like I said, I have a small Pulsar 2300 watt, which is peak. That's peak power. That's not continuous. My Pulsar is 1800 watts, continuous. I can run my fridge. I can run my water. I can run my lights. I can run the fans in the ceilings. You know, I can flush my toilet. I can run my, you know, like I said, water pump. If you want to run your generator, you have to have a much larger, if you run your air conditioning, I said generator, you have to have a much larger generator. But remember, the larger the generator, the more fuel you are going to go through. You're going to absolutely annihilate your fuel storages. And once your generator goes dead, in a lot of cases, your fridge is going out. Your lights won't work. Especially if your batteries to your motorhome or RV are already dead. Let's go take a look. Now remember, even if your generator is still running, if stuff on the inside has quit, you need to check your generator, because especially these inverter generators have any overload right here. 120 volts, max 15 amps. That's it. You pull 15 amps plus out of this thing, you just killed it. The microwave alone pulls a lot of amps, and that's not counting the initial surge for when it kicks. Is this a good generator? Yeah. I did have some issues with it, which was we ended up getting some used gas cans. And I went and got gas. I removed the ethanol out of it and put the good clean gas in my gas cans. Unfortunately, there was dried ethanol pieces inside the gas can. It's hard to describe what it is. I'm trying to think of something that's not gross to tell you what it was like. And I can't really think about, you know, what it would be like. But it was inside the gas cans. It was coming off inside the fuel, leaving little chunks, little fleck spaces inside the fuel, inside the gas cans. And then it went in the generator. These inverter generators have a very small hole in the carburetor where the point is, and it gets stopped up very, very easily. Do not ever run ethanol, anything, in your generator like this. Also, these generators have a safety shutoff on the oil. If your oil's not completely full, it sometimes will not start or run. If your generator's at an angle and not pretty close to being flat, then the generator sometimes will not start or run, because there's a sensor that senses the oil level, and if it's off too much, even if it has full oil, the generator will think, because it's at an angle, the generator itself will think there's no oil in it, and it won't start or run because that sensor is reading wrong. So you have to make sure you keep it as flat as possible. Remember, these have 15 amps. Have I overloaded this generator before? Absolutely. Doing testing, I've overloaded this to where it hit overload. Then to actually get this thing to reset, it did not trip anything out here, as far as the generator did not shut off. The little push breaker, these have the push in type fuse breakers here or something like that. You push it in, it resets right here. To get this off of overload, you literally have to turn it off, then turn it back on, and then start it again. It has to shut off once it's been overloaded. Now this is the Pulsar G2319N, 1800 watts rated. Now that's wrong, it's 2300 watts peak, not 2200. This is 2300 watts. But even that is not nearly enough power to kick the microwave in here, because you're looking at over 3000 watts most likely kicking that microwave, because double the power basically when you're running a microwave for the kicking it, double what it says. This can also be connected to another generator like this to give you extra power. And little ants, get off my generator. Alright, I shut that off already. Okay, so can a small generator run some things for your RV in emergencies? Yes. You're not going to run an air conditioner. I mean, seriously, compare this generator to what comes on this thing. Look at the size of this. Look at the size of that thing. There's a reason they put big generators in RVs. So, I've seen several videos where people talking about, my generator won't run my air conditioning. That's because it's not made to. Air conditioners have a massive surge of power just like microwaves, and you're overloading your generator. Sometimes putting some type of soft start may help, but you're looking at the amperage. You know, if your air conditioner says 20 amps, your generator kicks out 15 amps, it's not going to happen. If your generator says 30 amps, but so many watts, it's not going to happen. You know, most of these small generators do not have 30 or 50 amp plugs. So if you're wanting to buy one of these to run your air conditioner, don't. If you're wanting to buy one of these to run, say, your fridge, lights, water pump, so you can at least get a shower, run your hot water heater off of propane. If you have an electric hot water heater, I'm not sure, because I don't have that. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with having a smaller generator if you know or want to run just certain things. Like I said, there's a reason these come with a massive generator. If you're wanting to run your air conditioning, it takes a lot of power to kick that air conditioner. Alright, I am fixing to go. Once again, this is my Pulsar. It's only 1800 watt continuous. It will run the fridge, lights, water pump, you know, the TV. I literally could have turned my TV on in there and it would have ran without an issue off this generator. But each one of these plugs only has 2 plugs on the front, kicks out 15 amps. So if you overload that on the amps, then it could hit overload or it could shut down. Your air conditioners pull more than 15 amps. Alright, I am fixing to go. Once again, I appreciate you watching if you made it this far. If you want a decent generator, these Pulsars are good. They're nowhere near Honda generators, trust me on this. But they're good. For the price, you know, they're pretty good. I believe this is much better than anything from Harbor Freight. No matter what they tell you, those things kind of suck. We've never bought anything from Harbor Freight that was worth a shit. But it's a good generator. I'm not telling you to buy one. I don't care if you buy one. I don't get paid if you buy one. But for the price, it's a decent generator, and you can run a decent amount of stuff, especially off both plugs. If you only have it plugged into one plug, yeah, you're not running everything in your RV. Even if I plugged into both plugs, you're not kicking this air conditioner. So understand that. You have to know how much power that surge is going to take. You have to know how many amps it's going to pull and how many watts it's going to pull while running. And how many watts it's going to take to start it. Alright, that's it. I'm fixing to go. And everyone, thanks for watching. Appreciate it if you made this far. And have a good day or night wherever you're at. Bye.